Got the monitor back. Okay, we have pictures on the air now. We have pictures of a fire in Berkeley. I'm told the location is Berkeley. This is an aerial view, a live picture of, it looks like more than one fire in Berkeley right now. We don't know exactly what the location is or how bad the fire is or whether any people's lives are in jeopardy. I hope that nobody was injured in that, but that's just one of the scariest things I've ever seen. And of course, you heard that we had some major damage to the Bay Bridge. We
don't have any other details at this point. That's what we know at this point. 6.5 at least on the Richter scale, 10 miles northeast of Santa Cruz, 20 miles south of San Jose.
Willie, were you in a position where you felt the quake as well?
Yes, absolutely. I was in a residence in El Cerrito.
The San Francisco or Loma Prieta earthquake of 1989 was very devastating. It killed 63 people, injured 3,800, and caused over $6 billion in damage. It was caused by a slip of the San Andreas Fault with the epicenter at the Forest of Nisene State Park. It could happen again since it is a fault line and it's very common. The most severe damage was suffered by the Marina District of San Francisco, but other communities such as Monterey and Santa Clara suffered damage as well. The Marina District suffered some of the heaviest damage as it was built on filled land, which is loose dirt and soil. Damaged pipelines allowed the wastewater to leak into freshwater along with dirt and sand, meaning the major contaminant was fecal coliform and dirt.
My name's Dustin. In creating the Easy Filter, we had to research the most effective and cheapest way to treat fecal coliform. We considered iodine and boiling, yet the boiling may not be possible because the people did not have electricity or fire. And with iodine, it was too expensive in cost. We decided to use chlorine. We had many constraints dealing with size, cost, and water usage. So we had to use a thick plastic bag that can be folded up for easy transportation and has to hold 1 gallon of water. In order to filter out the soil, we use coarse and fine screen filters. To treat the fecal coliform, we could have used chlorine drops, but we decided it was better to incorporate the chlorine into a third filter. That concludes the design process.
The water filter that we've created uses both particle filtration and chlorine purification to remove the contaminants such as soil and sewage. The water is poured into the top and it passes through these pipe that contains 3 filters, and it is collected into the 1 gallon flexible bag and comes out in the valve. The filter begins with a coarse strainer at the top that filters out large particles, followed by a finer strainer that filters out smaller particles. Both of these are removable and can be cleaned after every use. After that, there's a third microfiber filter that also contains chlorine. It filters out microscopic particles. It has enough chlorine to treat 1 gallon of water. The collection bag on the bottom is a thick, flexible plastic bag that folds up into a small unit when it's not in use to allow for easier transportation and storage when not. The Easy Filter will be about $75, and that includes 30 days worth of chlorine. The total filtration process takes about 6 minutes.
The Easy Water Filter is what the people affected by the Loma Prieta earthquake need. Water is and will always be the most important aspect of life, and we have created an easy solution to contaminated water. This water filter can be used in both this instance and in future scenarios. The earthquake that just terrorized the San Francisco area has also left water pipelines destroyed. The Easy Water Filter can clean contaminated fresh water to become potable. Thanks to the Easy Filter, San Francisco and other future victims of quakes can be able to drink, clean, and grow.